I don't want to offer things for free. It devalues my service. Okay, people don't value free. Okay, have you ever said things like this? Have you ever thought things like this? Because if so, you may be right, but at the same time, you may not be. And so I'd like to help you out to see whether you are right about this, because fundamentally it does depend on your own individual situation. It does depend on who you're targeting, who you are, the awareness of your brand. It depends on certain factors. So this is what I'd like to cover in this short video here. So the first objection that I hear from a lot of gym owners, a lot of business owners, is that it costs me too much. Costs being the main word rather than value. It's a subtle difference, okay? So I've done campaigns before with gym clients where we offer 1 year giveaway campaigns, okay? Typically, average gym membership costs about £30 per month. So for 12 months, that's £360 value, okay? That's the value to the customer. Massive perceived value. It's great. It always gets extreme amounts of interest. It's always a great campaign. But what's the cost to the gym owner? Very limited. It's perhaps a couple of hours per week on a treadmill or whatever equipment they use, if they stay consistent with it. And we all know, quite frankly, that a lot of people aren't consistently going to the gym. So this sort of campaign is massive perceived value, but isn't much of a time or cost commitment to the gym owner. So the next quote that I hear a lot of people saying is that people don't value free. So the logic behind this, as I'm sure you're aware, is if you offer something for free, then just by law of economics, that must mean if the price is zero, then the value must be zero. Okay? So it makes sense up to a certain extent, but something that I've covered in previous videos is the concept of, to use marketing lingo, the value ladder. So if you're targeting a cold audience, then that is somebody who has no idea of your brand, no idea that you are even there. I speak to a lot of gym owners in their and they have lots of people in their 5 mile radius, their target audience, who isn't even aware that the gym exists. Okay, so this is why you've got to differentiate yourself from a lot of the pure gym campaigns, for example, because they have massive national advertising, massive budgets, as I'm sure you're aware, because I believe they're funded by banks. So they're in a different ball game. Focus on you. If you're an independent, you've got a different objective, right? So if you're focusing on cold audience, which a lot of people are as independents, you're focusing on people who aren't aware of your brand, and trying to get people to buy in that situation is very difficult. That's like me going up to somebody on the street and saying, hey, I know you don't know who I am. I know there could be other competitors who offer similar stuff to me who may be better. I know you haven't had any value from what I offered before, but buy my stuff. It's the same sort of dynamic. So you need to offer the value up front, and then you can go up the value ladder and then charge higher and higher prices from then on, once you've reassured them that your price is worth the value is higher than the price. Okay, so if you're offering a large campaign, perhaps a 1 year free campaign, which is a highly successful campaign that we've done for many gym clients before, and they click on the ad, now you might think they only want the free stuff, perhaps, but let's stop the dualistic mindset here. It's very rarely a binary game. Yes, you're right, there won't be 100% of the people who want to buy the memberships, but there also won't be 100% of the people who just want the free stuff. It's normally about 20-25% of people who just want the free stuff. So that means you've got 3/4 of people who are generally interested in becoming a member. So if they clicked on the ad, they're scrolling through their Facebook newsfeed, they're looking for that dopamine hit, they stop on your ad, okay, they see the offer, they click on it, they enter their email address and phone number, that means two things. That means one, they're interested in what you offer, and two, they're either not a member of a gym or considering joining your gym and leaving the gym that they're at the moment. Okay, so they're interested. Okay, now all you've got to do from that point on is communicate with them however, through whatever means necessary. I've done videos on this before. Phoning is the most important key here. Get on the phone to them, get them in the gym, get them to see the value of what you're offering, and then move from there on. Okay, so it does very much depend, as you can tell from the underlying theme of this video, it depends on your audience. If you have a warm audience, you have lots of people who are aware of your brand, perhaps you're retargeting certain lists of people who've engaged with your Facebook page, visited your website, people who know about your gym, about your services that you offer and are very familiar with your brand, then yes, you can target those specific people, that warm audience, for paid products, paid services, and then move from then on. Move them up the so-called value ladder. Okay, so it's maybe content you've heard before, but it's a very subtle mindset shift that has to take place and isn't very important for success when determining priorities for your marketing campaigns. Okay, so I hope you did find this video valuable. If you did, be sure to hit the like button down below, and if you'd like further information about any of the campaigns that were and campaigns that have worked well in the past for gyms or fitness businesses like yours, if you think you might need some help or some support with helping growing the gym and getting to that next level, then you may benefit from scheduling a short call through the URL above. That's marketingfitness.co.uk, and then we can see if we're a good fit for each other. But until then, I look forward to speaking with you in another video. Thank you very much.